Pierre Howard was a solid player on his Bulldog team in the mid-1960s, but it didn't take Dan McGill long to observe that for Howard, there'd be more to life than tennis. "He'll amount to something or other," was McGill's understatement of the future lieutenant governor. But in those days, Howard could hold his own on the court pretty well too.
Pierre was a great junior player, and then he went on to Georgia. As we all know, he's probably one of the, well, in fact, he is the only person that's been lieutenant governor who's in the Tennis Hall of Fame, who played on the University of Georgia tennis team and played at that level.
Howard won juniors tournaments and was UGA's co-captain in 1965. But after tennis came a career at law and in politics. Eventually, he became the state's #2 politician in 1991, but never forgot his childhood sport.
As lieutenant governor, he had opportunities to help tennis as a game, and back then supported ALTA and all the Georgia Tennis Association, the Southern Tennis. He was very active in that.
Was always very helpful to tennis, maintained a lot of interest in tennis throughout the state, but particularly I would say for Coach McGill, who he was very close with, and the University of Georgia's program. I think he was instrumental in perhaps getting Kenny Rogers to contribute over there to the Hall of Fame building, and maybe Kim Basinger to contribute to the lights for the court.
Pierre, behind the scenes, in addition to his political career, did a great job in helping bring together anything we might need to do. If we had something to do at Bitsy Grant, if we had a Hall of Fame induction that we need some people to come speak to, if we needed some advice on how to get something done for the University of Georgia tennis courts or the Georgia Tech or any of those things, Pierre was always behind the scenes and perfectly willing to help get things done. So I've always known him for a long time. Wonderful family he comes from. His mother and father were just dear, dear people, but he was always very, very supportive.
Howard helped with tennis projects at UGA, at Tech, at Bitsy Grant, and of course at the granddaddy of them all, the 1996 Olympic tennis event at Stone Mountain.
Pierre was there behind the scenes, and we could count on him to lend support, whether it was appropriations or anything to do with the park. So it worked out very, very well to be able to deal with him. And I was on the Stone Mountain Memorial Association Park Board at the time, so I was able to work with him and saw the kinds of things and efforts he did behind the scenes. And one of the things I want to stress about that, most people think of politicians as all about me, me, me. Pierre was always willing to make sure that it was about you, what your needs were, and particularly with tennis, he was very, very supportive.
You'll still see him involved in tennis activities today. A good player, a great contributor. Pierre Howard is a member of the Georgia Tennis Hall of Fame.